Alright, now let's go over to manage. Okay, now we've already been into site pages. Let's go in here again. Okay, so remember these, we were just in there. Let's go back here. Okay, so here are our help topics, billing and support, and you can add another one if you want. Okay, and then these are attached to departments, and we'll get to that a little bit later. So if you want to add a new one, you just click add new. So you have billing support. Maybe you have some websites, you want to have different topic for each website. Okay, so you just fill this out the way you like here. Okay, so ticket filters. So you just have a system ban list that's already set up here, but you can filter your tickets. Just add a new filter. And you have different rules here. So if you are getting tickets from somebody on email that's bothering you all the time, then you can select the email, select that they're equal to, and then you do the whatever you're doing down here, send a canned response or whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's how you can filter those out of there if you're getting some bad players coming through. Okay, now these are service level agreements. So there's a active one here. It's a 48-hour grace period. So you can edit that. Just click here. And you can either edit that one or you could go and add new service levels. You can have as many as you want here. Okay, so really all you're worried about here is the grace period. So if you want to leave that one up for, you can leave it, and then if you want to have different service levels, then you would just add a new service level. Change the grace period. Okay, so that you can set different service levels for different topics or different departments. The API keys. This is just for the server to communicate. We're not going to go into that at all. And as I said, we've been on the site pages. Now, let's go over to staff at this point. Okay, so every staff has a group and a department. So right now, the default, which is the administrator, is set to support. Okay, so let's just go over to departments for a sec. So as I showed you a little while ago, the support department is the default, as you see here, and billing. So those are the two we have. Now if you want to create more departments, this is where you could do it. So let's add a new department, and let's call it web design. Okay, so now you would select the department email out of here. Okay, template, we can use the system default. SLA, okay, you can have a group membership, so extend membership to groups with access. Auto response settings, so new ticket. Remember, we set these up, the defaults here, for new ticket and new message. So we can override them here if we don't want to receive them. And the auto response email is using the email above, but you can change it there. Alright, and then the department access. Now, when you set up users, you give them access. So we can go admin, managers, and staff. We'll get into setting up users in a sec. But let's create the department. Alright, now we have another department there. Let's go back to staff. And let's add a new staff. Okay, and then you would just put in any staff member you want here, and you give them the access that you want. So down here you see, let's go down a little bit, you see that their level is staff, or the account type is staff. You can also make them admin, account status. Now you can assign them to a group. So we haven't set up groups yet, but we can set up different groups to group staff members together. And then we can select the primary department for this person. So if we want to have a staff member assigned to web design that we just set up, this is how we can do it. We can set up their time zone, observe daylight savings, and you can limit access to only assigned tickets. So we would have to assign tickets to them. Okay, and then you just set them up here if you want a new staff member. Okay, and then you can set up teams, and then you can add members to those teams. So we might have a team of members for web design. Okay, and groups. So we already saw this. We have admins, managers, and staff. But you can add your own group if you want to do that. Okay, and we've already been in here where we set up our departments. Okay, let's go to emails now. This is where you can set up the emails the way you want them. Because I used the Yahoo address here, it decided to just put alerts on the front of and no reply on the back of this one. So you would want to go in and edit these emails so that they make sense for you. I just use a Yahoo email when I set this up, but it's best to use an email that is on your own domain. Okay, so we can ban people, and they'll be in the ban list here. So you just ban a new email. You put the email address in here. You can put a note of why they're being banned, and they're on the ban list. Okay, we have templates. So these are the default email templates. They're fine to use as they are. Okay, so these are them. You can come in and edit them if you like, or you can add new templates. Okay, up here you have a staff panel, and it shows our tickets and ticket statuses. So we have an open ticket, and if we want to filter closed tickets, we click here, and we can just filter by what's in here. Here's an example of a ticket just when it was installed. Here's what a ticket looks like, and then you respond down here. So you can select a canned response, and you can set up canned responses as well. Alright, we're going to stop here. In the next video we're going to go and set up our knowledge base.